Today we're going to demonstrate the Tickets CAD or Computer-Aided Dispatch program that we're going to use for the Harpeth River ride, and that's fueled by Google Maps and APRS. When you log into the system, there's a guest user account. If you go to tennesseeyig.org/tickets, as you can see up here in the corner, that's tickets plural, it'll come up and you can type in guest for the username and password, and you can view the system, but you won't be able to make any changes. This is what's called the situation or the dashboard, and there are a few areas here that you'll need to be aware of. On the right hand side you have the incident map, and you can see here I've actually overlaid all 4 of the Harpeth River ride routes through a Google KML file. The shortest route is red, I think, followed by blue, and then green, and then yellow is the 100-mile. And you can see all of those overlap and then expand out. You'll also see the rest stops here, and you'll see headquarters up at the top, followed by the other rest stops marked there. Here you'll see where the SAG units are going to be tracked through APRS. And you'll see they have tactical call signs and whether they're available, in service, or unavailable. And then the same thing for our rest stops. We'll be able to see when those are operational or secure. And this is going to solve some of the problems of figuring out which vehicles are in service and which rest stops we have going on at any given time. This has different panels to take a look at both the units, which are our SAG vehicles in this case, and the facilities. If I click on that tab, you'll see here I have SAGs 1 through 8, and then the repeater van, which is going to provide a little additional coverage. Now right now they're not in the map area, but you can see the APRS tracking on a few of them here around Nashville, and you can see their last known locations. You'll see when that location was reported, which is over here, and it'll tell you the time, and that updates in real time off of the APRS information system. And if we want to make them available or unavailable, we can also set that on this window. Similarly for the facilities, if we bring that up, we can see where they're physically located, as well as whether they're currently operational or secure. This system has the ability to send out emails to the facility coordinator, and that can be either a text message through something like a phone number at vtext.com for Verizon or similar for other carriers, or a WinLink email. I've actually edited the source code here to put the //WL2K, so any emails sent out by the system will go through on WinLink. Let's take a look now back at the situational overview, and every time I click that, it's going to repopulate and recenter the map, and if there were any SAGs in the area, they would show up here on the route. You can see they're a little bit north of us here currently. So say we had a biker that needed assistance. We'd click New on the ticket, and then we'd put in a location. Let's say he is at Cool Springs Boulevard and Carruthers Parkway, because that's close by. We know that's in Franklin, Tennessee, and so we're going to hit search. The map's going to auto-populate, and we just fine-tune the cursor as to where we think that rider would be. If they have a phone number, we can put that in so that the rider can be contacted. And then if we take a look at the nature of the incident, we've pre-populated this with mechanical, medical, and then resupply runs. So let's say he had a flat tire and needs mechanical assistance. We select that. You can change the priority depending upon what other events are going on. Reported by, we can put either the rider himself or anything else. And in the synopsis field, we can put a description of the rider so they're easier to find. So black jersey, Novara bike. And then anything else you want to put in there. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and make sure all of that's filled out, and then we populate it by saying next. And then what's going to happen is there's an incident circle drawn, and since no one's in the area currently, it doesn't give us all the routing options. But it draws a circle from the center of the incident, and it tells us currently SAG 4 is going to be our best option. So we come over here, and everybody in the circle is highlighted in blue. It looks like SAG 4 and maybe 3 is actually also layered on there. So let's dispatch SAG 4. We click there. We see where 4 is compared to the incident and how far they'll have to go, which is down here, and it'll give directions if needed. We click dispatch units, confirm we're dispatching SAG 4. So what happens there is if they have an email address or a text message set up, they'll get an email with all the description we just put in as well as the text message, and now you'll see something different pop up. So here, the incident has just popped up as number 2, or 1 I guess. Harpeth River Ride Incident 2 is on the map. We can see it's reported by the rider, the brief description. We've had people dispatched to the unit, and we can see on the actual dashboard the incident is there. So we're going to take a look at what's called the board, which tells you all the incidents and calls that are currently coming in. And let's say that we've just dispatched the SAG and they said they're responding. We can update that, and then we can track the time as to when the SAG actually responded, on scene, and then all the way to clear. So say they clear the incident, they're now available. We can hit apply all, and then the dispatches clear off. We go back to the main board that auto refreshes, or you can do a manual refresh, and you can see the incident has been cleared by the SAG. So we can go ahead and close that ticket, which is right here. Click close. Tire repaired, and then we can go ahead and hit next, and that'll clear everything out. So the good thing about that is whenever we dispatch a unit, they're marked as unavailable, and that means that they can't be put onto 2 tickets, and also it gets us to find the closest SAG unit to make the response. We also have the same options with facilities, sending email through the system, and if we want to take a look at all of the incidents over a period of time, we can do that as well. That's a brief summary of how we're going to use tickets. We just put in the APRS SSID for each vehicle, and I think we can track unlimited units on this. Hopefully this will give us better situational awareness and help us to support the ride in a better capacity and with faster response times this year. If anyone has any questions, you can email Andrew at ak4fa.com. That's Alpha Kilo 4 Foxtrot Alpha. Thank you.